Shalom, Israel. First and foremost, I'd like to give all praises, honor, and infinite glory to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, Rakak Dash. I'd like to say double honors to the apostles and the elders at Great Millstone, and peace and salutations, and hearty Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Barak Thumb to the elect out there that are pushing this word in truth and sincerity. You know, each man is learning a different thing, so each man is teaching a different thing. That's why it says each one teach one. And that's why we're also a body, because what I don't know, another brother can bring up, you know, and what I know, another brother may not be so sharp on, you know, so we build each other up. You know, I just wanted to do this kind of like an up-to-date in my area, that there was a pretty weird rainstorm yesterday, and the news in the local area where I'm at in Boise, Idaho, they were talking about calling it a milky rain. But, you know, the day before that happened, you know, they were spraying the shit out of the area with chemtrails, you know, like they always do. And I have some pictures, and my car has it too, but it's like a fine powder white, you know. And it was pretty dusty, or not dusty, windy during the storm last night. But I know the difference between dirt getting on your car and this like pure white stuff that if you put your finger across, it's like all white. But it's the weirdest thing, you know. And so, you know, I wanted to bring this out because that's just another evidence that we're dealing with, even on a local level where I'm at, you know, of Esau, Edom, and what he's doing to the natural environment. Whether that white powder, whatever it is non-toxic or not, you know that these devils are putting stuff in the atmosphere to eventually destroy living matter, you know, living organisms. You know, what do they say is in the main ingredients that are in those chemtrails? It says barium and aluminum, and barium and aluminum are both toxic heavy metals to your body, you know, and they mess with, you know, they go to your pineal gland, obviously, you know. That's why they put aluminum in deodorants, in soaps, in, you know, even your cereal, even your baby's food. You know, if you would take a magnet after you crush it up, you could put it under a bag and move the cereal around. Or I've seen them do it on baby's food, where they scrape the magnet zigzag, and by the end of the bag, when they get to the bottom, they have a bunch of, you know, magnetic metallic pieces. You know, so this is a worldwide what do you call it, agenda to poison us slowly. And we understand that this is happening, but I want to stay on the point. It says, this is from the Idaho 2 News. This is milky rain, question mark. Nope, but cars in the Treasure Valley will be especially dirty Monday. So you say if your vehicle is parked outside Monday afternoon, there's a good chance that it might be especially dirty. So how is this storm so different from all the other windstorms that we get in the area? It's because they're fucking with shit, you know. They're doing tests, you know. And I'm speaking, you know, with a critical mind, because, you know, being in this truth, you don't trust these devils at all. You know, you don't even trust them as far as you can throw them. You don't even trust them that much to even get near them to touch them with a 10-foot stick, you know. So, you know, I just thought it was a little crazy in my area. I don't know if any other Akim or anybody that comes across this video has seen the milky white powder residue after the rain has dried and the storm has gone on their cars or on their windshields or anything like that. But I have some pictures here that was actually on the news website. But Salakia, I know the glare is bad. But yeah, it was, you know, it's this weird stuff, man. And I have some on my truck too. I don't think I can flip the camera once I'm recording, actually. But I can see it on my truck. So, you know, I wouldn't be surprised if, you know, I'm not saying we're gonna be here 20 years, but if 20 years from now they find out that toxic was a test that the government was running on us to see what type of weather they can manipulate, you know, or whatever, you know, because they even was talking about Bill Snakes wanting to spray chalk into the atmosphere to block out the sun to stop global warming, you know. So, and Bill Gates is actually a huge landowner here in Idaho, especially. I think he owns some 9,000 plus acres of private land, you know. So he can do those tests on his, above his land, and let's say the wind took it over here, you know, which is eventually probably what they wanted to do in the first place. But you know, I wanted to speak on it. You know, I had an idea to go into another topic for a lesson today, but I wanted to, you know, briefly touch on that. you know, I'm gonna look up some more news articles. Maybe I'll post something on my Instagram, which is Ambassador Issachar. But you know how I like to do, short, sweet, and to the point. So, you know, on to the next. I pray that this lesson was edifying or bringing some awareness to brothers to look out to if they do see that. You know, not like it's a crazy thing to deal with our, a deliverance or salvation, which is what brothers should be teaching on. But it's, we're teaching all subjects. So I just want the brothers to be aware. You know, if they've seen something suspicious like that, they see something weird, and maybe we can start seeing if it's not just my area. And I guarantee it's probably not. So with that being said, actually I did post a video on my Instagram about a similar situation that the guys scraped with their credit card. They scraped their windshield like they're scraping frost off of a window, and what they did is they took that white powder and then they took a magnet under it, and the powder was moving, so it was metal pieces that were reacting to a magnet. So that tells you right then and there what this possibly could be. And I actually have that video on my Instagram that you can look through, and I'll actually leave the link to my Instagram page in the description. So that's not my main posting site, but that's probably the site that has the most works on it so far. But Lord willing, like I said, this is the lesson be edifying. On to the next. It's your brother Nahar here, out here with the Hebrew Israelites of Idaho camp. So with that being said, I'd like to say shalom, and on to the next. DTA and the bottom of the ball soon.